Hello my dears, this is Sarah from SheHoldsDearly.com, and today I'm going to share with you 3 obstacles that people run into when they're decorating and how to overcome them. So I'm going to list these off in order of what I believe to be order of importance. And I'm not just saying this is for people who don't have design degrees. These are issues that I struggle with as well. So I'm very familiar with your struggle if these are things you're struggling with. The number 1 issue is, probably you guessed it, time. And I don't know that this ever goes completely away. Empty nesters, you can weigh in the comments below and tell me if it actually gets better. But so far, I have found that this is a struggle no matter what stage you are at with kids. And it's just life in general seems to get in the way, and home projects get pushed to the bottom of the list, right? And even if you do have time, you might not have the skills that you need, so you're moving a lot slower, you're going to the store several times. Maybe you are struggling with decision fatigue, which is a very real issue, especially in design. Just becoming overwhelmed with all the options and just having this design paralysis. Or maybe it's even, like I said, just getting to a spot in time where you can actually work on things. Maybe you just feel like, I've got too many kids, I've got too many dogs, I'm working too many hours at work. Whatever it is, you're not getting to your projects. And kind of a part of this not having enough time is linked to the stage that you are at in life. So maybe you're in a rental, maybe you're living with family right now. Maybe you have lived in your house for 30 years and you have too much clutter, and on top of that you're inheriting things from your parents because they're aging out or moving into nursing homes or something. So you just don't even want to start on stuff because you know that you've got to declutter first and you don't have the mental space to do it. My solution for this is to break it down into tiny increments. So say maybe you can just clear off the bathroom counter, declutter that. Start with like 10 or 15 minutes a day and just begin to slowly chip away at this project that you need to do. And even if you're in a space where you're like, I absolutely cannot, I do not have time to actually do anything yet on my house, this is a good time to spend a few minutes a day learning what it is that you will do when you do have the time, right? So I have to do this because of my job, but I also would do it anyway just because I love this, is every evening I'll spend about 15 minutes on Pinterest and I'll just look over what's been happening that day and work on honing my design skills. And it's a way that I kind of decompress and transition from my busy day into sleeping. That might be something that would work for you at this stage in your life. Also, I am going to link below a video that I did a while back called Waiting for Your Dream House. And it talks about those years that we waited before we found our place and the things that I did to prepare myself, even though I didn't have it right there at the time to do what I really wanted to do. Okay, number 2, money. People will tell me that they just can't get to their decorating because of money. And I'm in that situation on several projects right now. And that is a very real limitation. A couple things I would say that would help with that is to, if you know that this is a passion of yours and this is something that is a priority in your life, to actually work a line item into your budget that says this is for my home improvements. We have a category in our budget called home improvements, and there's a little bit of money that gets put into that every week, and it's not a ton, but it's something that is there, and it's something I can work with if I'm gonna DIY and garage sale and remake things from thrift stores and remake things that I already have. There's a little bit of money and I can make that have about 10 times the impact I would just because I know how to DIY things. So do what you can with what you have, and a little bit can go a long way if you know what you're doing. And I know you understand that. If you're watching this video, you probably are a DIY decorator. And if you come to a point where you actually have to hire a contractor, a lot of contractors will take cash. A lot of them will trade for different services. So get creative with that and don't rule that out. I know of people that have traded house cleaning for getting painting contractors, or a car. People have traded a car that they didn't want anymore to get their house painted, things like that. So think outside of the box and see see about doing a business trade. Okay, and number 3, this one's a little bit more abstract, but it is this feeling of this is too frivolous, so it's not important in my life. And that's why you're not getting to decorating. And this is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. I've written a couple blog posts on it, which I'll link below. But I, over the years, have come to a place where I really believe that design and creating and decorating are actual needs, not just wants. And I don't think that is true for everyone, because people have different art forms that they like and different ways that they feel alive in life. But for the woman who likes to do her own decorating, there is a need, and I believe it's from God. I believe that we were created, and so we have this desire to create. And I am saying that it's more for some than for others. But for those of us that this is our passion, I believe that would mean it's a need. And it's something that's worth putting a little bit of time and money towards, no matter what other people around you might be saying or thinking about you. Okay, so we've talked about time and money and this belief that decorating is frivolous. And I'm giving you a few suggestions on how to overcome those things. And so start small, and also just change your mindset about how this is important in your life. And for those of you that want to take it another step further and get a little bit more support and community in this area, I have opened up a new decorating group, which I'm super excited about. And I have thought about these 3 hang-ups when I designed the course. So for time, this is a self-paced course. You can get to it when you get to it, or you can go, that topic doesn't really apply to me right now, I'm just gonna skip that one. A lot of the classes are actually live, so I can actually talk with the members in the group, but they will be recorded, and then I'll send out an email reminding you that the live is about to start, and then afterwards send you a recording so you can get to it when you want. And then within the content, I'm really going to be focusing on how to help you cut through the overwhelm of all the decision making that you have to go through with design, because it is a huge mountain to climb, and I understand that. And there's a lot of things I can do to help you cut down on that and save you a lot of time with making your decisions. Now for money, this is actually a beta launch, and I am doing that on purpose because I want to get some women in the door who are trying to get in at a really low price. I'm going to be offering it about half off of what I'm normally going to offer it for. So if money is an issue, now is the time to jump in. And if you're signing up in the next 24 hours, you get that price for life. And also know that this is not a contract. You can cancel at any time if you feel like it's not a good use of your money. I totally understand that can happen, or you're just not at a stage where this is working for you. Okay, and then in answer to this being maybe something that's frivolous, I want to challenge you again to think of your decorating as one of your priorities in life, that you are creating a space for yourself, a space for your family. So my hope is that this is an investment in the peace and the beauty of your home, and I can save you time and money by helping you not overspend and teaching you about how to make things that maybe you would normally buy. All right, click on the link below, and I hope to see you there.